Hello, UKSG. My name is selcouthmind, but you can call me Sel, and I am very excited to be here with some Stardew Valley memery. Stardew Valley is the game that got me into speedrunning, so I am very excited to get to show this off for you all. If a little bit nervous, and so to help me with the nerves, I got a couple folks here who will introduce themselves while I get set up for the first category we're going to see.
Hi, I'm Zachary20XX, fellow Stardew runner. Stardew wasn't quite the game that got me into speedrunning, but it is the one I run significantly more than literally anything else, including a couple of these meme runs I've done once or twice. But yeah, I'll pitch it over to Mermaid.
Yeah, hi, I'm Mermaid. This is also the game that got me into speedrunning. I'm incredibly known about this game. Have I? I've not actually. I've run one meme run, I think, which is Parsnip%, but
Mhm.
primarily stuff like marriage speedruns, which are very rousing based.
All right. I'm excited. We're off to a great start. My computer lagged for a second and I panicked. Um, so we're going to see 4 runs here in the showcase. We're going to see sea urchin percent, hat mouse percent, underpursuit percent, and drink mayo. In hopefully that order. That might change as we go. Just bear with us. We're here to have fun. We're here to vibe. Things are going to get silly. There's probably going to be mistakes along the way. We are seeding a few of these just for consistency. Stardew can sometimes not give you the RNG we need, so we're seeding some of them just for marathon safety. But with that, gamers, I think we're ready.
Yeah, ready to go.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to double check. Did I pick the correct farm? Yes, I did. Beach farm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was looking at it too. I'm like, there's so many farms to pick from. We got to make sure we're on the right ones for the right
So
thing.
many farms. Yeah, we're on the current patch, which means you get to see 1.6 strats for these beams, which are a little bit different than for previous patches of the game. But we'll get into all of that. I'm going to start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
So this is sea urchin%, which is, I think it's what it's called on speedrun.com. It's more commonly just called hat urchin% because the goal is put a hat on a sea urchin.
Mhm.
It's very cool, nice little Easter egg.
Mhm.
And it's like we're on the beach farm because there's 3 ways you can get a sea urchin. One is Emily can gift it in the mail. That's slow. We're not doing that. The second way is get it off the beach. That's slow. That's slower no matter how you do it. Either you have to get 300 wood and go to the right hand side of the beach, or you have to sleep until midsummer, which is less than ideal. Or you play on the beach farm, which is what we're doing. This is added in 1.5, and a sea urchin can just spawn on the beach. It's
Mhm.
extremely convenient.
Mhm. We're starting
And
off the
then,
run, as a lot of Stardew runs start off, with just sleeping until a thing happens.
We're
oh
going for
yeah,
the
I entirely
17th.
glossed over that.
We are aiming for the 17th, so one more sleep. This is
Not
really
too much
cool.
sleeping.
This is one of my favorite things about
This is
1.6.
this is a really 1.6 added a new hat which you can only get on the 17th of spring.
Mhm.
But this is so much more consistent than every other hat urchin strat that exists.
Yeah, it's not the world
The
record strat, but
the world record strat looks a little similar to what we just did. You don't sleep quite as long, but you do just come out here and scythe fiber and hope a living hat pops out at you, and then
One
run
out of
and do the rest of
100,000.
the stuff. Yeah,
Living hat is
it's
1 out of 100,000 per fiber, which is less than ideal.
mhm.
The people who have gone a little insane while going for it.
oh, I'm stuck on debris.
Yeah,
I mean,
classic.
1.6 you can also go for, if you sleep till day 3, you can get a random cosmetic hat drop out of 1.6,
Oh yeah, just
which
like out of
is
a
pretty
tree
cool.
chopping or
Yeah. which I believe is what current world record sleeps to the third, goes accident and gets a living hat along the way, I believe. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like
No luck.
we didn't get a sea urchin, which is unfortunate, but that's why we seeded the run.
Yeah, that's backup strats already. You might notice, and even the not extremely RNG heavy version of this run. Still, you got to get the sea urchin to actually show up on the beach, which is a little RNG. Sleeping till the 17th is probably not terrible odds, but clearly it can just not work.
It cannot work. I've run fish tank. I've seen it. I've seen nothing jump on the beach. This wonderful pot of gold here, which gives you 200 gold and the leprechaun hat.
I'm taking an interesting path to town. This is fine.
It's probably not much. It's probably not that much difference, honestly. But yeah, then the other bit is to put a hat on a sea urchin. We need to put it inside a fish tank.
I'm gonna gather some forage because I'm gonna need more money.
You should be fine. Oh, I know, because backup.
Backup's right.
Yeah.
So we'll gather.
Fish tank is what, 300?
Because the small fish tank is 500, which is really, really convenient because that's how much money we start with. Unfortunately, the backup means we do need a little bit of money, but because we're just gonna magically find a sea urchin in the cup.
Oh wow!
All right, I guess we can sell a couple things to Willie if needed.
Yeah, we're gonna backup strat. I'm also gonna adjust the audio in OBS because I see the game is suddenly very quiet.
Yeah, classic.
So my apologies to everyone who was sitting there going, "Why is there no game audio?" Well, there should be audio now.
Well, the game's just good at being quiet.
Yes. Okay, there we go. We can sell some stuff to Willie.
But we're just going to Willie. Willie will sell us a fish tank. And then ideally, the run would be over. Unfortunately, we don't actually have a sea urchin yet. So it's not actually over.
Oh yeah, we'll be fine.
We got enough money.
No, we don't. We are short a couple.
There's been stuff. There's been the stuff you got with you.
So now we run home. Normally the run would end there. Often you would choose to pass out, but if you need to reset. But we are not going to do that because we need to go sell some stuff.
Yeah. We just need the cart basically appears twice a week on Friday and Sunday in game and will sell you 10 random items which is seeded random. And we happen to know there was a sea urchin in the cart on Friday the 19th. Instead of the sea urchin on the farm, which can spawn, it's probably more seeded than we think. It's also a mess, and it doesn't really like to be seeded very well, so it doesn't want to cooperate.
Overnight farm updates, kind of seeded, but kind of not. It's a whole thing.
All right, we are running to the traveling cart.
Be nice if a sea urchin was just here on the way.
Be nice if a sea urchin was just here.
I saw a coral up behind the house. I didn't spot that till
earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably can't
put a hat on. The nice thing about beach farm is, hat on a coral. The nice thing about beach farm, honestly, is that because you get the crates we've been running past, which I think there's one cell. Yeah, there's one.
Right there.
Yeah.
Which contain a variety of, so can be kind of useful items of various speedruns. And you can get the various beach forage on the farm. And then you can also the normal forage. You have to go into a house, into a building.
Okay, well, we're going back. Because I can't get into Marnie's
Marnie's
yet.
isn't open yet either. Yeah.
I was like, can we go to Marnie? No, we can't. Marnie's not open yet.
I was gonna say the wizard, but you don't have a CC open.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you also get the normal seasonal forage on the farm. So this is, in general, a really useful farm for speedrunning. Like, it's not the most common speedrun farm, but it's probably number 2.
Yeah, definitely number 2, right? Like,
Yeah, it's got marriage, fish tank, a few
here we
mean
go.
ones.
Oh,
No,
there we
and
go.
there's a hat.
That's a hat.
Yay.
And that's the first round.
We have a little hat.
Hey, let's go. All right, we're gonna go back to title now, and we will set up for the next run, which is Hat Mouse.
I mean, we already ran that past where the hat mouse is.
True.
Yeah, that was a little preview, a little sneak peek.
We're
So
gonna
this
call
time
this spell hats. Hats.
I love hats.
Yeah, hats are good.
This will be unseated. Let's randomize.
Meadowlands.
Sure.
Yeah.
She's cute. We'll be that. Alright. This
Yeah.
is on the Meadowlands farm. I'm gonna focus up. This one requires me to focus. 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah,
The
this one we
Meadowlands.
don't save immediately.
Do
Yeah,
I need
it's
that?
going
No, I
to-
don't. But that's fine.
No, that's for the other. That's for the other one. Actually, no, you don't even need that for Mayo, do you?
Nope. Oh.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is Hat Mouse. The goal is we walked past a little abandoned house earlier where we were headed to the leprechaun hat. The goal of this one is basically there's a guy that lives in there which we can unlock, but the goal is talk to that guy. It's a cute little mouse that sells hats to us.
He's so
So-
easy. He's such a little guy.
He really is such a little guy.
This is honestly one of the more interesting new ones that Stardew has. Because what we have to do, we need to unlock the hat mouse. Either you need to unlock a guaranteed hat from a festival, I believe works. For example, if you sleep to the egg festival and win, you can rebuy the straw hat again and again from the hat mouse. Or alternatively, you can. Most in-game achievements unlock a hat, which you can buy at the hat mouse. For example, if you get perfection, there is a Junimo hat. It's extremely cute. That is not the hat we're going for, though.
Yeah, instead we're going for the one from the DIY achievement. So we need to craft 15 different items. So right now, Cell's going around gathering up a bunch of resources that we're going to need to craft all that stuff. It's kind of the main idea.
Yeah, we grab our. We need a little bit of wood, a little bit of stone, some fiber. We need to sell one of the chickens because we don't quite have enough money for the amount of recipes. I'm not sure. Do you start off with 15 recipes? I'm not sure. Either way, what we want to do is we want to buy a few of the floor recipes from Robin the Carpenter, which we will do after we get finished gathering all the items.
Yep, I just need to make
And
sure
then-
I'm gathering everything. I need that. I need 2 more stone, and I need more wood. Put down you.
Because it is easier to just buy the really cheap, easy recipes to craft than some of the more annoying ones that we start with. There used to be the old 1.5 route of this category didn't because Meadowlands Farm didn't exist, you didn't have access to the extra money easily. So what you instead did was what the recipe you had to use instead is what's it called? What's the name of the item? Field snack.
Oh, yeah,
Which
you have to get
requires
foraging level 1. Yeah.
Requires hitting foraging level 1, and then getting the good RNG of getting one of each tree seed type, which could kill a lot of runs.
I think that's enough wood now.
I also believe the numbers for actual items, the numbers in one with the new reroute for 1.6. You need less stone, which is really nice because stone is by far way more annoying. Don't forget to move the house.
Yeah, we're gonna move the house first before I forget.
This is also something I did in one, which is you can move the house.
Yes.
Just move the whole house.
Yeah, which is fine. We're just relocating the house. We don't want to be at the top. We want to be down here at the bottom. Where's my base? There we go. Perfect.
And now we can pass out, and when we pass out,
buy things
that's
first.
quicker than walking.
Shop.
Okay. Buy things.
I need to get to the 0. Okay. Wood floor, rustic plank, stone walkway, stepping. Okay. Now we craft. Okay. Wood fence.
1,
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15.
We did it.
Right, let's go.
Well,
and now we can just
got the
pass
achievement.
out.
We got
the achievement.
Now we're gonna
just gonna pass out because we don't want to walk home. Walking home is slow.
Up there with sleeping for one of the top used mechanics in Stardew speedruns is just getting so tired you pass out and someone takes you back to your house.
Yeah. Like the most money you can lose is either 10% of your current funds or 1,000 gold. So ideally a lot of speedruns will just route around, hey, can we sell exact money so we can pass out and warp home because that's quicker. Or you have so much money that 1,000 gold really doesn't matter.
Alright, we're gonna go talk to Hatmouse, and that will be time
and
on this
now
one.
We can just go down here and Hatmouse. Yeah, there's a little guy.
Look at Hatmouse, just a little guy. Alright.
And that's time on that run.
Alright, that is Hatmouse. On to our next one. This is the longest of them all. And also my favorite, because it's so silly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna... Okay, I have to figure this out. UKSG. That's now the name of this farm.
Really good.
Soup. Our favorite thing is soup. We're going to take a cat for this one, and we are going to seed this for safety, because this one can be very, very unpredictable otherwise. Which, thank you to Zachary for finding the seeds for these.
Is it a legacy RNG seed?
No. I don't believe any of them are.
We don't want legacy, right?
No.
Okay, cool, just checking.
Just wanted to double check. Alright, let's randomize. Ah, she's cute. I'm gonna adjust the hair quickly.
Yes.
She's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I need to separate out cabins. We need 7 cabins, and they need to be separate. Almost
I love
forgot
1.6.
a very important thing.
Mm-hmm.
Very important. Okay. Alright. Time for this one starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Do you want to explain this one, Zachary? Because you helped her out a previous version of this?
Yeah, Undership's gone through a handful of different reroutes. The goal, if we didn't say it before, is at a certain point in the first year, Mayor Lewis sends you a little quest, and he's like, "Hey, just like real discreetly, can you go pick up and find my lucky purple shorts?" And you can do a lot of very silly things with those in the game. And one of those things is there's a luau in summer, and you can go and you can put the shorts in the luau, and everyone hates it very badly, and he gets real embarrassed. Um, so this one, we're using some new 1.6 strategies that started kind of as an Easter egg in older versions of the game. You used to be able to take a staircase and put them in like your pants slot in the inventory, and it would, because of a weird item ID overlap in the code of the game, would turn those into the lucky purple shorts. And instead, we're going to take a staircase and we're going to go into Lewis's new basement that was added in 1.6, and we're going to find a pair there. It's a whole interesting little scenario.
That's 2 leaks.
Which,
that's okay.
Nice, yeah.
That's good energy.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Big city up here.
Oh,
The game
good
is.
tea.
I am scared of what's gonna throw me into the in the mines. You know, we're just for safety. Gonna grab some extra leaks.
But yeah, the way, of course, to get into the basement, we need to use it because we're using a staircase. That's locked behind level 2 mining. So here we're basically going to the mines for the sole purpose of maybe get a liked gift for Lewis for his birthday to get into his room. And also just we need to get close to level 2 mining, and we can get the rest on the farm, which is why we picked the Hilltop Farm as our third farm tour of this showcase.
Yeah, Hilltop Farm has like its own little mining zone with a bunch of rocks you can break for extra XP.
Yeah, I believe copper is 5 XP each.
Yeah, because
Try not to do a lot of
other ones
combat,
that
but I
drop
do.
stuff are too.
Oh wait, slimes.
Slimes, please.
Those are. I would not trust those slimes.
Ugh. Oh goodness gracious! Why are there so many of you?
There's so many.
Yeah, this
They just
floor
want to
is.
show up.
Yeah.
They just want to show up to be on the showcase.
Yeah. They're saying hi to the. It's saying hi to the stream. No gray rocks. So ideally here I want to be hitting gray rocks and then like copper ores for better XP, but there's not really any gray rocks here. There's a bunch of other ones. Which, I mean, works, I guess.
Yeah, at least all the rocks that you break and you're getting copper drops are 5 XP each as well.
Haha,
Unfortunately-
inventory's full.
Unfortunately, geodes dropping don't actually give you any XP. But
What's the ladder?
we do get to avoid, because of the full inventory, we get to avoid the incredibly time lossy pick up of the game going, hey, you found a geode, maybe you can open it and find stuff. Thanks, game, we don't care, we don't want to.
Yeah, we don't need to know about the museum in this run. It's fine. We've got other more important things to do.
Yeah, like putting someone's underwear in a soup.
Yeah, normal stuff.
Not what
Very normal things. Definitely not a health hazard.
No. No one seems to be having any sort of adverse reaction to it when we see that cutscene later. It's fine.
I am going to... Right, I need level 1. That's right.
Yeah.
And then I need a gem of some sort. There we go. I'm also playing vanilla, which is unusual. I'm going to eat something. Typically when you do speedruns, of the meme runs, you do what's known as glitchless, which allows us to do something called animation canceling. I am not that pro of a gamer at this as a speedrun yet, and therefore I prefer to just do my runs vanilla. It means my times are not as good on the leaderboard, but hey, you know what? It's a learning journey. Thank you, Ladder.
Yeah.
Is there anything here?
It's at least not. At least as far with the meme runs, it's just all in one category, so it's less of. So it's compared to where the main, at least with the main boards, they are actually split by vanilla versus glitchless. So we just have, there is already so many categories on the speedrun boards. Fitting the attention categories as well is not particularly viable.
I am looking still for a gem or an earth crystal, which we've not seen either of those.
So we also haven't seen a ladder. Oh, there's a ladder. Cool. Floor 5 is bad.
We have all these leeks to eat.
CA has gone on record as a floor I don't think we see at all in this run. Floor 9, the layout that floor 19 is.
Oh,
he regrets putting it in the game. But in a speedrunner experience, layout 5 is actually really is also kind of bad to deal with. The ladders just hate cooperating on that floor.
Quartz works, right? Is that a gem?
Good question. You could also go for all the extra copper for the SP here.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Just to be extra safe.
I will.
It looks like no, that does not work for a liked gift for Lewis.
Okay. I will continue dink-donking then.
Luckily, in case of the two ways this one can go, either you need a likes gift from the mines, which is the gem or earth crystal we're looking for here, and then we get a friendship quest, and that gets us enough friendship to get into his room, because to get into someone's room you need to have 2 hearts of friendship with them. Or if we can go back to our friend the cart lady. Gem, let's go. Or we can go to our friend the cart lady and pray she is something of use to us, or in the form of a luck gift.
That was weird. Okay. Oh, hello.
Yeah.
Well, since we're right here, for safety, we're gonna grab that. All right, and then I need to just pass out, I believe, in the mines. Yes, cool.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna gather this since it's right here, and then we're just gonna do this.
Once again, passing out because we have absolutely no use of money in this run. Animation is so long on vanilla.
To me, it's normal. That's what I'm used to.
Yeah.
Skip the cutscene. I need to read the first mail letter. Okay. We need to craft bombs.
Bombs are useful. Bombs just mean we can get, because we still need level 2 mining. We only got level 1 on that day. So we need to go down to, we're heading down to the quarry area on the farm just to go get more mining XP, and the quickest way to destroy the rocks is blow them up.
Oh wow, look at all of those
Ooh,
rocks.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Good seed, Zachary.
I definitely looked at that and knew about that.
It's definitely an incredibly seedable thing. Oh, flash effect. A flash effect on?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Slight flashing lights warning.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry, it will be over soon. Whoa!
Geode.
No,
Oh,
we
and
got
there's a geode.
geoded. No.
Geode! Hey, do you want to see what's inside the geode?
Okay. We are out of that, so we need to just now hand mine the rest.
What you can do is just delete the geodes and make more bombs with the coal.
Oh, good point, good point. Thank you. This is why I have commentators with me. They are much smarter at this game than I am.
I was somewhat involved in making this route slightly more sane
Which I
in
think
its current
actually,
state.
I think I just got level 2, but we'll just blow these up anyways for fun.
Why not? It's fun.
Explosions are fun. Controlled explosions
Explosions
are
are
fun.
good. Yeah, uncontrolled explosions are bad.
We like our controlled explosions here. All right.
And we also have enough stone, so we're fine.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm gonna sleep in this one here.
And hopefully we hit level 2 mining.
Yep, we
Let's
did.
go.
Let's go. All right, now it's Lewis's birthday. Oh, it's raining. That's a fun little...
Oh, it's raining. That's fine. I think.
You don't think that affects anything?
Yeah.
Do we need to do the traveling cart? Since I have
Um,
two jobs?
Yes.
Depends on if you get a.
You can if you check the card. It's good to check. It's always good to check the card just in case a love gift is there.
Well, we know we left the
Because
gift is there.
We
Yeah.
know. As it happens, we know there's a love gift. It instead of
Green
it's
tea.
just slightly. It's a slight. There we go. That's a love gift. It's a slightly less. It's like one of the RNG options of getting a love gift, which is more friendship points. However, a like
Love gets
gift,
you there all the
Yeah.
way. Like gift plus quest is the other option, right?
yeah, like gift plus quest is. I added like gift plus quest to the route as hey, this is enough friendship,
Mhm.
and this is entirely the wrong number, but it's basically doubling your chances of getting a finish run.
We wanted a cave carrot.
Oh,
That's
Lewis
good
was a
carrot.
cave carrot. That's reasonable, honestly.
That is not the worst quest I've ever seen from him. But we don't have that. I have to wait for 8:30. Okay, so we're gonna practice our passing out in his front lawn. Don't mind me pickaxing your lawn, Lewis. It's okay. Don't mind me. Local
The villagers
farmer.
in this
Read the
game are
mail.
actually
Did you read
fine
the
with you
mail for a
doing this,
reason?
apparently.
For the woolly cutscene for the fishing rod, maybe? Because the fun thing about vanilla, it was the fact that passing out with a fishing rod is actually ends up being quicker due to the animation time.
Bombs.
Whereas in the case of glitchless, it's the same speed as tool swings because you're doing your tools about 3 times as quickly.
Interesting. I'm learning things about fishing rod. I have never fishing rod energy drained before, so we're gonna.
Just do it. Yeah, there we go. It's because this gets rid of 8 energy per swing.
Instead
And
of
it's
what? 2 at default, like at
2?
level 0 and
2.
stuff?
Yeah, instead of 2 per like 30 frame swing of vanilla. But we also get fishing rod ASMR.
Just checking on my amount to make sure. Okay, 4 close enough.
Yeah, now we can go.
There we go. So we don't want to get too low. All right,
So,
Lewis.
why are we? Lewis would like a green tea.
No, don't drink that.
Not drink
Please.
the green
Drink
tea.
green
from
tea?
Lewis. Okay, cool.
And we've already given him a gift, so
yeah, we should be good with just the love
we should be good.
We should be good.
And now we can get into his. Now, Zachary, why are we going out specifically on his birthday?
So here's the thing about birthday. People love getting gifts on their birthdays. To the tune of 8 times more than they like just getting a gift normally. And we're trying to get to 2 hearts so that we can go into Lewis's room here. to enter his dungeon maze down here.
Yes, I definitely remember where I'm going in this maze. It's fine. Down this way. Yeah.
Yeah. So once you get to 2 hearts with any villager, you can go into their room, which we've done now. We place down a staircase into his maze, and wouldn't you know it, here's the lucky purple shorts.
Oh no, are we being
We're being
chased?
attacked by lucky
We're
purple
being
shorts.
attacked. We're being attacked by some more random sorts. Luckily, we're just gonna pass out before they can get to us.
Mhm. But we have the underwear part of the underwear soup now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
So we had to chill for a bit.
now we sleep until summer 11. So I hope everyone likes sleeping. This would be a great opportunity to remind folks about the charity we're raising money for here at UKSG.
Yeah, we are raising money to support Crisis, a charity supporting people out of homelessness for good. They achieve this through education, training, and support with housing, employment, and health. 90% of your donations will go towards supporting Crisis, and 10% will go towards UKG's future events. Here's more about what they do in their own words. The housing specialist support team with Crisis offers expert advice and support to Crisis members as well as Crisis staff. Established in 2020, the team has already assisted hundreds of colleagues and thousands of members. They advise in areas including challenges to local authority homelessness decisions, Section 21 notices, support for non-UK nationals, and issues around rent, repairs, and tenancies. For documents and resources, visit our housing support toolkit. Yeah, so cool charity that's helping people get out of homelessness.
Yeah. Super cool charity. I'm not in the UK. I'm over in Canada, but you know that's that's a big issue.
I was gonna say we
here,
might have
too.
someone who is.
Yeah, Mermaid is from the UK.
Yeah, excited to meme for them, to help support them.
We are
Memeing for charity.
Memeing for charity, the best thing to do.
Really, maybe the best thing to do. Just in general, really.
Memes for charity. We're gonna commit food crimes in the next and final run of the showcase. That's fine.
In this my Stardew Valley?
Food crimes in
Food
Stardew?
crimes?
Never. Actually, no. This also is a food crime. I just realized this is underwear soup.
Yeah, we're doing actually back to back food crimes.
This one's actually a hygiene issue.
This is like really a food crime. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other one is technically not toxic.
It's
toxic in the like, hey, don't. That's
just don't. Okay. Doo-ba-doo. I need to not sleep past it. That would be very bad.
Mm-hmm.
The luau is on the 11th.
Yes. So that's 7.
8.
Sometimes you get into such a rhythm of just roll over and press Y to sleep that you just zone out and forget that actually, hey God, you have to stop sleeping eventually.
Yeah,
I, for one, would like to go on the record and say I've never slept past a day in a speedrun that was really important to go out. And never will again, either.
Yeah,
lying, to be clear.
Who would ever do that?
Yeah.
I totally haven't done that before. Definitely not.
I'm a marathon. I'm so used to sleeping straight to winter. So many marathons start with some variation of sleep straight to winter. But my brain is very used to just the pure. You press D on the key, hold D on the keyboard, occasionally press Y, and then you have a second hand free to scroll on your phone.
Yeah.
And it's 8 minutes.
Like 8 minutes and just hang out. Yeah.
We're gonna kick some trash cans for fun while we wait for the luau to be ready for us. Maybe we get a trash can hat. That's the best hat.
Unfortunately, Sal, we can't because we haven't. Both you need to have 20 trash cans here already.
Oh, interesting! I am learning
the morning
things.
of Spring 7th.
This is why I have these two with me, because they know far more about this game than I do. But yeah, we're kicking trash cans for fun.
Hours in it.
We can still
Hey, there
find
might be
fun
something
stuff.
funny.
Maybe
We go
they,
get tuna, then we can complete the CC.
Should I
You
have
know-
checked if there was something funny in this? Yeah, probably. That would have been a really good bit with the since we were seeing this for consistency.
No trash baguettes. Very sad. We like our trash baguettes. Okay. Now, I believe I need to stand right here because Alex is going to curve around me if I stay right here.
I mean,
Love to
you can
inconvenience
also,
Alex.
alternatively, you can inconvenience Alex and just get directly in its way.
Oh, no, we're too far. Sorry.
Hey, how come Alex gets to enter early?
I don't know. It's
Yeah.
favoritism.
Gus gets to get into Pierre's early. Alex gets to enter the blue hour early.
I mean, not in this run, but typically, you're in this game the only one that's really helping save the town, and yet you don't get all these privileges to get into places early. Everyone beat you here, despite standing at the doorway at 9.
All right. In go the lucky purple shorts.
Yeah, we're definitely not saving the town in this run.
No,
All right.
we're running out of town right after this.
All right, we are going to start. The governor seems a little hungry, and I am not going to spam through this text. This is not a speedrun submittable board, anyways. We're gonna read the dialogue. Well, folks, it's time once again for the potluck ceremony. I trust that you all put high-quality ingredients in the pot this year. We don't want the governor to regret his visit to the valley.
Incredibly high quality.
The highest of quality.
Really good stuff, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, Governor, would you do us the honor of tasting the soup? Of course. I've been looking forward to this all year.
This is probably not my favorite cutscene, but it's definitely one of the
It's up
funnier
there.
ones.
It's a bit tangy, but actually the flavor is quite good.
Cool, no food crimes recommended.
Just 1 minute. There's something in my bowl. What's this? What?
What are those?
This is outrageous! I've never been so insulted in all my life! Ugh, my tongue is swelling up. I think I'm going to be sick.
That's one food crime achieved.
One food crime. Out
Whoever
of two.
took part in this appalling act is truly reprehensible, using my very private item for this sick purpose. And to ruin a perfectly good soup, unforgivable. I've never been more ashamed of this community. Truly disgusting. Go home. The festival is over.
No, I don't actually. I wonder why. I don't know why Lewis doesn't just take his shorts back.
Yeah, I know. Guess the little prank didn't go over too well. Time to head home. Oh.
Hey,
Okay.
that would be time on this one.
That would be
did we
time.
get-
We are going to quickly
Okay,
adopt
sure.
our cat here since it has triggered. We will.
How
We
did this
will.
not trigger the start of the day?
I don't know. That's very weird.
You have to
We're
leave
going
the
to.
main farmhouse?
We're gonna name this cat Gordon after a member of the community's cat who
Aw.
recently passed away. So
I love you, Gordon.
memories of Gordon. I much love to Blade, one of the people who first made me believe I could potentially speedrun this game. So
Yeah, Blade does so much for his community.
Blade does so much. So yes, rest in peace, Gordon. Level 1 fishing.
And level fishing.
Okay. With that memery and
What a normal
yes.
end to that run.
What a normal end to underwear. Okay. Do we want to seed this one? We are
How long will we
at
get left?
42 minutes on the timer.
I
think we got time to just-
We got plenty of
Yeah,
time.
dude. Let's see what happens. How bad could the mines really be to us?
Surely,
Okay.
surely we'll find another Earth crystal.
Surely. Okay, we're gonna YOLO this. And what was the vote? Doggo this time?
Not that one. Not. That one.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
That. That's bad.
Okay. UK. We're gonna call this UKS gross because I believe that this is genuine food crimes.
This is.
Sure, that looks good. I like that. Random seed. I need the Meadowlands farm.
Meadowlands, water profit margins.
Yep.
Okay.
Profit margins.
Oh,
Extremely
yeah,
extremely funny strategy, which I adore that this gets to be used in a speedrun.
Profit margin is 25. Right. Okay. All right. Oh, don't stop my timer. Time on this one starts in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
This is drink mayo percent. It is unfortunately what it says on the tin. It is a speedrun, but 1.6 made mayo drinkable for some reason. I don't know why CA did that, but he did.
And it is drink.
And now
I think after
people...
promising not to, or saying that he was glad he didn't have it as drinkable. Something like that. I think there's an old tweet about it.
Like, I think it was about having to make an animation.
Yeah, so we're discussing potentially seeding this. Like, the optimal strat involves getting an overnight crop fairy. We'll talk about that when that part of the run gets there, but we'll just see what happens.
Alright, I'm waiting for my chickens to come out. I'm concerned. Chickens? There's one. That's fine. I just need one. I need one chicken to function. It's fine.
I would never not function and not go outside. Those chickens are understandable.
Yeah, mood.
Oh, we have a leak again. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Maybe this one isn't too bad.
There's another leak.
But yeah, the start of this one is we're just going to sleep for day 5. We only need 1 egg. So, and another thing that is on the Meadowlands farm is this bluegrass. Bluegrass makes animals, if they eat it, they grow up twice as quickly. So the chickens only need to eat it twice, and then they're fully grown up. They eat one, and they get fed one more time from magical methods we don't need to worry about yet. And we get an egg. And that's all we need from the chickens.
Alright, so
However, we also need to get a mayo machine. Mayo machine requires level 2 farming? Yeah, level 2 farming.
Yeah.
And then is it 40 stone? 15 wood, 40 stone?
40 stone, 15 wood, 1 earth crystal, 25 copper.
And then there's a copper bar as well.
Nice.
We also need to make a furnace, so
yeah,
we need more stone and copper to make a furnace.
Yeah, so we need to make a furnace so that we can smelt a copper bar to then make the mayo machine.
Oh, we don't need geode.
The game seems to think we do, though.
This isn't community center.
Put these just in case something useful. There's a cave carrot. I will take that over that. Just some extra food just in case.
But yeah, so we're here in the mines to get ideally all the stone. If not, we can get a few bits later if needed. We cannot get the copper anywhere else realistically. So we need 25 copper, a coal, and an earth crystal out of this mine stay.
So many freebies.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, not gonna complain.
I'm not gonna complain about that, no, but that's very odd.
Did we have a club? I'm not sure if that's I don't think that's the club spot.
Yeah, I don't remember where it is. I'm not up to speed on the latest patch club strats.
We did get a club here in the last round, but no.
Yeah, true. When we say that what we mean is the items that a crate drops is only determined by what day of the file you're on, and what tile the club is on. Also the mine floor.
Mhm.
It does
Yeah,
not
so like
matter what the
independent
feed
of
is.
any game seed, yeah. They'll just always be there.
So a lot of speedruns will try and abuse this by going out specific days because they know there's a good club crate, or that you know there's a weapon, because a weapon or more good food or good money. And if I'm confusing weapon crate and club crate, that's just because realistically clubs are the best weapon type because they're a little quirky.
Mm-hmm. Decent copper on this floor.
The copper is good. I'm working on getting up to it. Earth
Oh, and
crystal!
Earth crystal?
Hey, we did it.
Alright, we're gonna eat this cave carrot so I can get that earth crystal. And then I'm still a little short on my copper goals. Leave me alone! Leave me
Level
alone!
9.
Getting slime.
No slow.
Oh, there's a
Don't
slime
slow
down
us
here
down,
too.
slime. We've got places to be.
This is a speedrun slime, please.
Yeah, it's a speed run. So the 30% slowed is actually 100%.
Yeah.
It is pure time loss. Okay. I have enough stone, but not enough copper. So we're gonna just kind of keep donking for some copper.
Incredible.
Ooh,
The game is listening this time.
Mostly. Leave me alone. I could also reset for copper.
Yeah. Now, ideally, what we do is we want to get out of here by probably at worst case, I guess 3:30. I'm not actually sure on the worst case you can do.
Yeah, I only know
Because
the time you have to leave if you also need to make it to Clint's after. So you got a little extra time.
community center brain.
We're gonna reset to gain a little bit more because I'm only 5 off, I think.
Because what we want to do after this mines trip, is we want to go down to Pierre's, and then we're going to buy out on kale seeds. This is just the best XP per water efficiency. So we have to do minimal watering. And this is the only reason we have profit margin set to 25%. This makes seeds 4 times cheaper. So we can just,
3 more copper.
so then we don't need to sell any items, and we just take out an existing 500 gold, and we don't have to worry about it.
I am in need of 2 more copper. Come on, game.
Okay.
Oh, the ladder. Come on, copper nodes, please. Oh, the copper node.
Copper node, let's go.
Please.
Now, hopefully, the copper nodes at level 0 mining will drop like 1 to 3.
25. Let's go. So we have earth crystal, we have a coal, we have 25 copper, and more than 40 stone. So we are good to go.
Yeah, we're good. We can leave. Now we just need to sprint down to Pierre, the general store, to buy our seeds, and then I'm actually unsure if it's quicker vanilla. Is it? I'm not sure it'll be quicker vanilla to pass out or just run home, honestly. And then what we're going to do is pass out, because in theory it is quicker to just pass out there, then walk home, and then you just plant the next day. We also don't have the energy to plant today because we need to hoe the spots for it. So it doesn't overly matter if we pass out here.
Alright, and then 25. 25. There we go.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll pass out.
And then we're just going to pass out to warp home.
Yeah.
I've never actually thought about if it's quicker vanilla or not. I run basically just glitchless and further categories.
I think the main thing would be if you can, like perfect energy management, you get down here and you have somewhere between
you have
0 and 2 energy left. Yeah.
And then you just swing. Could you actually pass out minus 15? So you have to swing like 8 times, 8 times potentially.
Mm-hmm.
Which are the switch of all the slow swings at the end, rather than, but you don't have to do the quick swings before that point. There's our furnace recipe.
And then I need to clear some
Plan.
space.
Yeah. Now we just need to plan our kale. We don't exactly need 25 for XP, but if you have over 15 total crops, crows will come, and you have crops that are in beyond a certain stage of growth. Crows will come on your farm randomly and will sometimes eat your crops, so we have a few buffer ones. We're also planting in a 5x5. Why are we planting this in a 5x5, Zachary?
Because ideally, best case scenario, tonight, the very night, a crop fairy would show up and would grow all these crops up. And in the 5x5, you have the most spots, because she also grows in a 5x5, correct?
Yeah.
So, like, you have the most possible spots that can grow up enough kale to get enough of it grown that you automatically get to your farming level that you're looking for.
Yeah,
and then I need to water them, yes.
Water and go to bed?
Yeah.
But with kale, because I believe we need like 23. How much XP is that? 23 times. Yeah, we need like 23 of them to harvest for the correct amount of XP. So for the fairy to be a help, she has to hit the very middle spot, and that's it. If you're actually going for going for and only going for fairy strats for the time save, what you can instead do cauliflower, which is more experience. It's so much worse water in terms of waters manually. But if you're only going for the fairy, who's going to magically grow stuff up instantly,
Right,
it doesn't actually matter. But yeah, kale takes 6 waters, so we're just going to pray for rain. So water our crops for us, so we don't have to do it ourselves.
Yeah, second best option to getting the fairy is you just get the rain days in spring.
1.
2 waters.
So 2 waters. Okay, so we need 4 more. Ooh, okay.
13th is a festival, so it can't rain. It also means that all your animals are automatically fed, so the chickens don't. So we're going to take this up, but they should be grown up by now anyway. So we're going to take this opportunity to water and refill and go get our egg. Because I believe they should have an egg by now. I'm not actually sure. Off the top of my head, I've not actually found this category. Yeah, they look big. The downside of the Meadowlands farm is the fact that there is the positioning of all the water sources is actually awful. Because we just want our crops directly outside of our house. It makes our life so much easier. Unfortunately, the water is nowhere nearby. So this just means that my chickens. So the main, apart from mayo percent, the main use of the Meadowlands farm is almost exclusively in the case of, hey, we don't want to sit around and grow parsnips, because compared with the other farms where the gift box inside the house is 15 parsnip seeds, it's 15 hay.
That's 4.
And we're just going to instead. And so what speedruns generally use Meadowlands farm for is you can instead go out day 1, sell the chickens, and get all the money without any of the work of watering the crops, and then you go about your business normally.
Yeah, at the very least, I know Blade's
Yeah, seeded
seeded
marriage.
chain marriage route does that, right? For
It's
initial
such a
money.
nice. It's a really nice. It's a
Really
nice
funny.
seeded chain marriage route.
Hmm.
That's
That one.
5.
That's because
I think
one
5.
more.
Oh,
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 hilarious.
a fairy.
we got an
Oh,
unseated
she's lined up with the
coffer.
bottom line, isn't she?
Oh no.
She's too low.
Also, you get to see the fully zoomed out speedrunner mode version of the fairy, just taking her sweet time across the map. Very bottom left. Hilarious. So yeah, she's only gonna grow that bottom 3x3.
Yeah.
Bye,
This is
coffer.
why unless you specifically set stuff up for it, the fairy is about 30 seconds of pure time loss because we're gonna have to go out and water anyway.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see if this is reindeer. Nope, so we got a water. Oh, we can
Oh,
skip and we
it's
will
Vlad.
just
Hi,
take,
Vlad.
take the doggo.
The grey dog is canonically called Vlad, even if it's not actually called that in game because we skipped the cutscene. This is the name of Underscore's dog. Underscore is the head moderator for Stardew.
Yeah, if you're not naming the pets in Stardew Valley after your own pet or someone you know's pet,
Come here.
consider
dog.
doing it. It's really fun and good.
Nope. I'm trying to pet the doggo.
He's being silly.
There we go. We'll water the doggo. Okay, sleep. And then
He
we
looks
can
thirsty.
harvest it now. All right.
And we don't actually care about the kale, so we're going to leave it on the ground.
And now we go sleep.
But we have level 2 farming.
Guess we need to sleep to get the recipe.
And now we've leveled up, so we get our farming, our level 2 recipes. We can make the mayo.
We need wood.
Wood.
10
Right.
more
Oh, we
wood.
need the wood
Yeah.
still.
Which might... Some
Easy
is
enough.
sitting at or was, yeah.
Let's go cut down a singular tree.
And now we can make, and now because we actually got the wood, we can make the mayo machine. And then it takes, I want to say 2 hours in game to process. I'm not actually sure.
So we're gonna
Which
sleep.
actually means it takes till the next day, because we're just going to sleep.
And
But that's
we're going to
fair.
drink it,
And
that's time.
Mhm.
Let's go.
Food
and that's the
crimes.
real food crime.
That's indeed that's the real food crime. Yeah, we're gonna go pick up all of our kale in celebration. Well, that's a good quality
Must be
kale.
a high quality kale.
Doggo. We're gonna pet the doggo.
Hiding.
There we go. Anyways, oh, there you are. What a good boy. Yeah. This has been Stardew Valley meme showcase. I hope you enjoyed some of these wild, silly category extension runs. There's several others. They're all very good. I recommend go checking out the SSC page for this game. It's a good time. Before I do shoutouts, Mermaid, Zachary, do you have any shoutouts you'd like to do?
I speedrun. I've done tasks of this game. I speedrun this game. Like, if I'm on a platform, it's a Demonic Mermaid with the last I replaced with a 1. Basically just Twitch and YouTube. There's like 2 tasks there. Surely I'll make more in the future.
You can remember how to spell Mermaid's name with the helpful mnemonic of how the text-to-speech always pronounces it, which is Demon Ice Murma 1D, if that's helpful to you. There's not the extra E for ice, though, so that might throw you off.
Yeah.
Unclear.
That is where that meme comes from.
Oh, that's beautiful. Zachary, how about you?
Yeah, kind of same. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube at Zachary20XX. Do speedruns of this stuff and other games as well, or challenge runs and things like that. I'll also do a little bit of tasking of this game, so I've got a few of those up on YouTube as well.
You tasked a meme run.
Yeah, actually, one we didn't see here, I tasked Posh Percent with just like a bunch of silly RNG YOLO strats. That's pretty fun. As well as a meme run kind of invented by our friend Ava that's to get two sea urchins, put them in a bigger fish tank, and put a, what is it, like a top hat and the wedding
Oh,
veil on them
bright veil.
for urchin marriage. Yeah,
Sea urchin marriage. Oh, that's wonderful.
it's very fun. You,
Yeah.
you do some silly stuff in there. So yeah, you can find me on those platforms. And also, yeah, check out the SRC page for this. These meme runs are really easy to like get into. Really good entry points if you're looking to get into Stardew Valley.
Yeah, super chill. There's great guides for them as well. So absolutely go check it out. If you want to see more of me, you can find me on Twitch at selcouthmind. I'm on most socials as selcouthmind or the selcouthmind. But stick around because the run right after this one is going to be me again, this time with Dicey Dungeons, which was the first game I ever submitted to SRC. So huge thank you to UKSG for having me. And yeah, I will see you all in just a moment with another run.